Alright, so I've decided to make this recipe that I found on Pinterest. It's called Million Dollar Spaghetti. Figured I would show y'all how to make it. I mean, it's really good. I tried it before. And it's really simple. I'll add a link to the website that I found it from. I mean, I found it on Pinterest, but obviously there's a link to it as well, and I'll add that into the description down below so that way you can click on it if you want to go ahead and check it out. So let's go ahead and get started. Now we got to get the oven preheated to 350. Now I got to cook the spaghetti. Always add a little bit of salt so that way it makes the water boil faster. And it adds some flavor to the spaghetti. And I'm making double this because I'm feeding 7 people and a baby. Now, while that is starting to heat up and get nice and hot, and the oven is getting nice and hot, I'll move right here and make the cheese sauce. Now remember, I am making double of this cream cheese. 16 ounces of it. Half a cup of sour cream. So we need a full pound of cottage cheese. And if you don't like cottage cheese, it's fine. You can't taste it. You really can't. You can't taste the cottage cheese. So, you mix this all up. Cottage cheese, the sour cream, everything. Mix it up. Doesn't have to be perfectly mixed, but it would be best if it was. So if you have a non-stick pan, you don't have to worry about putting oil in. But if you do, you might want to put some oil in so it doesn't stick. You want to put a pound of meat, but in my case I'm putting 2.
Hello.
Hello. I don't like the meat to be like super chunky, so I'm trying to like break it up so it's really thin, because it's the only way my girls will eat meat, is if it's not chunky. The water's getting boiling now, so you can add in your spaghetti. Add extra virgin olive oil to the noodles and the water and stuff, and it'll help keep the noodles from sticking. so you go ahead and take your meat and go drain it. Ready. So now you put in your pasta sauce. You mix the sauce all in here. Make sure that it is mixed completely. That we don't have chunks of meat with no sauce in it. Alright, so you don't want to overcook the sauce because it will start to burn. Yeah, just figured that out. I forgot that I didn't turn the burner down, but now I did. So, don't screw up like me. It says to add a few slices from a stick of butter. I don't have that. I just have a big old tub of butter. So, you take the butter and you get, I'm going to use a fork, but you just get a few pieces of it, dump it in there. Not very big. Just kind of eyeball it. You're supposed to use a 9x13 pan. Always have a tendency to make more though. So, cook the spaghetti till it's al dente. Take it. So now you get half of the noodle mixture and you're going to put it into the pan. Noodle mixture, half of the noodles. I've already started it. I put half the noodles there. You're going to pour the mixture that you made, the cheese mixture. You're going to pour it in here on top of half of the noodles. So you're going to put a little bit of butter on top. Now you're going to pour the meat mixture. First, I like to get the corners. I'm telling you, these corners get burnt out quick. The edges, and make sure you get them. If you have some leftover mixture, you can actually put it in a separate bowl and use it as like a dipping sauce for the, if you make like garlic bread. This stuff is good to use. Put it on the middle rack. Be very careful with it. It is heavy. Alright, so you're going to let it cook in here for about 30 minutes. After 30 minutes is up, you're going to take it out, put some grated cheese on it, put it back in for an additional 15 minutes. Okay. now you're going to add the desired amount of cheese you want. We like lots of cheese. Back in the oven for an additional 15 minutes. Anyway,
Done?
that's what it looks like when it's done. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.